Just make sure you tell my family it's okay. I'm sorry. It's too late. I'm sorry. Too much pain to know me. I don't wanna live to see another day. I'm sorry. But I can't stay. I'm sorry. Alright. There's only two people right now, but it's gonna get interesting as I talk. So I'm gonna start going into detail about a lot of personal things in my life that I don't really talk about because of the social media platform that I have and the many people that follow me and see the things that I post regularly. So a couple of, not even just a couple of days ago, like 2 days ago, my cousin got shot. And it really got me thinking, like, what should I really, you never know when somebody's last moment is. And the crazy things that happen in this world. So let's not pretend like I'm not a, bad person myself. So I'm 17. Just turned 17 on the 26th of, is it still December? Yeah, so I just turned 17 on the 26th of this month. And 17, I mean, not 16. And there's a lot of things that I wanted to say that I regret doing because of the person that I am and, the people that I attract to my life. And I realized most of my followers are guys anyway, so why not really talk about this? I'm not proud of the person that I am. I'm not proud of the people that I've dated or have talked to. I'm not proud of the family that I come from, even though we come from a lot of things. And I'm not proud of the challenges that I've gone through to get to where I am now. And I know this God just tested me to see how strong I am, but I've been at my weakest in these past couple of months. Well, in this year by itself has been a struggle. From looking back at all the things that I've done and just saying like, wow, I'm here. I'm still alive. That's crazy to me. I've gone from taking my life so many times, trying to take my life, I'm sorry, talking to God, my grandmother who is deceased, by the way, and just, I just want y'all to know, it's not, I don't know how you would say this, because it's not easy to say. It's not easy being me. There's so many challenges that a person could face. And I've realized that I've faced a whole lot. I might be dead after this live ends, by the way. And this is me being serious as I can. And I'm trying to, lighten the mood, trying to make jokes here and there, but I'm not okay. And I always do, like, I haven't done them in a while because I've been so busy. But usually when I get the time to post on my story, I do like little paragraphs, like mental health check-ins and updates with my life. I have not been able to do that, and it's so stressful. I just want y'all to know, if y'all are home with y'all family right now, or y'all on y'all way home to your family, girlfriend, best friends, auntie, uncle, mama, daddy, anybody in your family or close friends, please hug them tight and let you know that you love them and they are loved. Because too many people is out here losing their lives, and it's just so much going on. Like, my head is boggling right now, so it's really hard for me to talk. But, let them know that they are loved. There are too many guys out here holding these guns, thinking that it makes them a man. Because you holding a gun and you selling drugs, that makes you more of a man than the rest of them out here. Baby, let me tell you something. Losing a fight or winning a fight, that makes you a man. Because you used your hands. And you used your words. Not a gun. And saying you smoking on somebody's pack and doing all these crazy things out here don't make you more of a man either. messing around with so many girls, and girls too, having multiple bodies and doing all these wacky things. And I can speak for myself too, I ain't being hypocritical here. It does not make you more of a woman or a man. And doing these things for the social media and, you know, trying to show off for your friends, it's not making you much of a person either. I'm trying to hold back tears trying to say this. But what makes you a person is the things that come from your mouth and the example that you leave for the next generation. Because this generation, we are fricked. I don't want to curse because I'm a Christian right now. But we are fricked.
She lying.
In Arena. We are fricked. Because we have so much going on. And it's just, oh God, Erica. It's just hard. It's really hard to focus. And about 3 of my exes on here right now. What makes you stronger is the obstacles that you were able to face and having God in your corner. What makes you strong is your words. I want to talk about a lot of things. Let's get into the first time that I was in an abusive relationship. I was really young. I was like 13, dating 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And this one guy I was with, he was 19. And I was obviously 13. And we were kids, you know, and I'm still a kid, you know, that's not going to change anything. But we were so young and we were dumb. And I was around a lot of bad influences. And I watched 2 of my friends die from suicide, my mother getting sick right in front of my eyes, my father becoming a drunk, my sisters like not being there when I needed them to. I was into a lot of things that I should have not been. I started drinking and partying and acting stupid. And this guy, he would give me cash. He would give me like $500 a week. You know, I like basically you could say he was my sugar daddy. You know, he was giving me all I wanted, and I was thankful for that. He would buy me. He would drug me up literally, and he would tell me I was pretty, how beautiful I was, how I meant a lot to him, and I always had to remind him, well, I'm younger than you. Of course, you wouldn't last with me. And then I was saying how my family wouldn't accept us. Because he wanted to meet my mama. My mama was not having it. And I was having a lot of sex. 6th grade, like I was literally, every time I was not in a relationship, I was a whore. Like, let's be honest, I was a whore. I was giving my body away. But when I was with him, he kind of just gave me away to his friends. And, you know, I would go over to his house after school or whatever. I would catch the 33, sometimes the 3, and the sub, you know, because I oh my God, let's talk about it. So, I would catch the bus home from school. But I never actually always went straight home. I would go to his house. Like I said, he's 19. He was a dropout. Like, he never finished high school or anything. So we would hang out. I would go to his house. And he would have like a couple of dudes there on his couch. You know, they would be smoking and drinking and, you know, playing the game. And, you know, so we would sit downstairs, have a little, like, you know, conversation or whatever with his friends. And then, like I said, it was like a lot of them there. And we would go upstairs. And we would do things that was uncomfortable to me, that never made me feel better about myself. And I guess you could say I was doing these things to escape the home life that I was living. Like I said, my mother and my father, one is sick, the other was a drunk. So, and people can tell you now, like, I have anxiety attacks when I smell alcohol. I cannot deal with it. So, we, you know, 13-year-old me with a 19-year-old, it was horrible. He would drive me home, but he would never drive me to the exact block. He would drive me like a corner way. I wouldn't get home till like 9 o'clock. I would always get my ass beat for staying out late. So I lied to my mom saying I had practice or something, or I had to stay after school with a friend, or I was at, such and such house when I wasn't where I was supposed to. He would give me a wad of cash every end of the week, like I said, and I would spend it on makeup and food and stuff. Like, I was one of those girls. This one week, he got mad because he wanted to put me in a room with him and his friends and tape me with these 6 men. And I was like, no, I'm not a prostitute. I don't sleep around, He's like, I'll give you money for it, and I'll take you shopping, I'll do whatever you want. And I wouldn't do it. And he told his friends to wait for him. We went into his basement, and he beat the shit out of me because I refused to do what he said. Unfortunately, when he went upstairs, like on like the top floor, I grabbed my stuff as quick as I could and left. I caught the nearest bus. I don't even know what bus I was on. I just took a bus and I left. And I was just crying because I allowed this person to do this to me. Fast forward to my 9th grade year. Before I had switched from grads, I was going there and I was on my way home from school. And when I was going to grads, I never skipped classes. I never not came straight home. I always came straight home from school. I never went anywhere after grads. So one day I had to take a shortcut home because I was running late. My sister needed me to watch the kids, and we got out late because it wasn't like a Wednesday schedule. So I'm rushing home. She's like, I gotta get to work. So I took this alleyway, and there was this guy that I had met before, and I knew there was something wrong with him. So I tried to walk as fast as I could, and long story short, I was raped. I never really told anybody about that because it was my 9th grade year. It was my first year of high school. I was a fucking freshman. I didn't know much. That was not the first time I was raped, by the way, but that time I felt like I had to change who I was. And I was very suicidal because I have a mental diagnosis, which is DID, dissociative identity disorder. I take medicine. So I remember I had went home and I was like cutting myself. And I had these like blades in my room. And I took like 5 pills out of each bottle. I have like 3 different medicines that I'm on. So I took like 5 pills from each bottle, and I just was counting like 5, 10, 15, 20. I took at least like 30 pills trying to overdose. I remember I hadn't came to school for like 3 days because I was like so fucked up. God wouldn't let me go. And I'm telling y'all this because like this is important, by the way, because it's going to get to a really scary part. I'm going to start talking about a lot of things that are very much traumatic. So please, if you are not of age and you don't want to hear the rest of this story that has to do with drugs, sex, alcohol, and the other crazy parts, please leave this live because it's not for you. So I'm in my 10th grade year. Oh, let's go back to my 9th grade. So I had switched to Picket. If y'all don't know, I don't remember if y'all remember my old page, but I used to post this guy named Tylen, who had like this page named CMB. My people that I went to school with and my close friends knew a lot more to the story than y'all do now. But he was manipulative, and I think he was gay because he kept sending his other friend dick pics. But whatever. He was very mean to me. Even though he expressed his love for me a lot, how much he loved me, he was obsessed with me, he was very aggressive in ways that I never thought a man would be. I remember it finally broke it off because y'all know I'm not a cheater. Like, I don't cheat on people that I'm with. If I'm with you, I'm with you. But I had to cheat on him to leave him. That same day that I cheated on him, I got exposed. Obviously, they went live and caught me sucking dick. The deep throat queen. That's not funny. I'm sorry. I was exposed. But people see that side like she was just being a whore. You have a boyfriend and you're cheating. Truth be told, I was doing it so to escape the way he was to me. There was days I was going to the school bathroom, heading to a back stall to freaking cry because I was having anxiety from him. I would come home stressed out, crying. I would be on the phone. If I'm not on the phone with him, I was talking to my best friend, Kyra, and I was crying to her. And I remember that one talk that me and Tylen had. I still remember it by heart. He was like, if the only way I would ever be able to break up with you is if you cheated. So I cheated. I regret it because I went out the whore way. But I don't regret it because I was able to leave behind someone who was mean to me. And I don't think I deserved that. But I don't want to sound conceited. Because I'm a very humble person. So fast forward to my 10th grade year. I start at Alney. But before I had started at Alney, let's talk about it. Because I was pregnant while I was going there. Nobody till this day knows. But I was pregnant while I was going there. Because I was about 3.5 months. I believe so. Because I started in December. And I found out back in like September something. October maybe. So, no, did I start in November? No, I started in November. Like, closer towards the end. It was before Thanksgiving break. I started there. So I was about 3.5 months, but no one knew because I didn't show that well. The guy that I was with was Justin. We dated for a couple of months. We were on and off because I dated him before I was with Tylen and then after. So we don't care about the puppies. So I'm sorry. So, this story is making my head scramble. I'm so sorry. So we dated for a couple months. And I took his virginity. But yes, there was a condom involved, but it slipped, and boom, it happened to me. That was my first one. I didn't find out until I had the miscarriage. It was a boy, and the names that I had in mind was Xavier, Quincy Harris, Harper. Harper was the guy's last name. I guess I'm airing his business because he didn't even claim it. So, he went around school telling people after I had left that he wasn't the father and that I was a cheater during our relationship, and the whole bit life moment. So, unfortunately, I tried to decline those rumors saying that that's not true. I was dating him and he was the only person I had been with. He knows this. But, it happens to the best of us. I was deemed a whore just because of that. When people had no clue what the hell was going on in my personal life, I was deemed a whore. And I'm sorry if this is making you upset, because it's making me upset. I'm trying not to cry. So, that happened. And wait, what happened? I'm sorry, someone called me. So, that happened. The second time was with the guy that I was with a couple months ago named, we just call him Nonstop King. He's probably in this live. Obviously I did get an abortion because I knew, I don't get me wrong, it wasn't because, I didn't want no baby. Like, it was because I had health issues due to my first time. That's why I had a miscarriage. So I knew, it wasn't going to happen. And I was afraid of what those who really cared about me would think. And I didn't want to be deemed that. So, yeah. Just recently, not recent, but March of this year, I was put into a rehab center at my father's house in Delaware. I never really talk about the reason I go there, but I had to go to in-home rehab for mental health issues. And again, I was medicated as hell. But, I still, and y'all see me all the time trying to smile on my Instagram page, trying to look sexy. It's not because I want to be a hoe. I'm promoting being happy in yourself. I don't understand the reason why people are so homophobic, why they're transphobic, why they're against girls so much. Like, if a girl literally smiles at her picture, she's a whore. And it's just like, damn, is that what you think of her? Like, wow. So, I was in rehab, and I got help. And while I was there, the person I was dating broke up with me. He ghosted me. Isn't that wonderful? Well, no, it was before March. It was like, was it before March? It was definitely before March, but like while I was there, well, no, because I'm getting this story all jumbled. Before I was even in rehab, before I was with who I'm with, oh my god, I'm getting jumbled. Wait, because I'm trying to remember it. Before I was with who I am with, before who, oh my god, I'm trying to say it and I'm getting jumbled. Stay with me here. Before I was with who I am with now, before I was with him now, there was this other guy. We're not going to say his name because it's probably in this live and he's going to call me out. But I was with him. And before I went to rehab, he like ghosted me for like no apparent reason. And then when I came home, I like wished him my birthday. But y'all know, like, I joke around and call people babe, boob, and not booby. But y'all get my point. So we had argued and I cried. And he got my tears fake because he thought like I was just like not genuine. When, you know, that was crazy to me. Because I'm getting this story jumbled. My mind is blocked right now. I just took pills. I just took codeine, so I'm drugged up as hell right now. I'm just trying to remember as I'm saying it. But that happened. And the truth that came out when I came home, which is crazy to me. In May, I started dating someone, May 1st. Woohoo, our anniversary is coming up. Whoa. He's been really sweet to me. He's been genuine. He's probably in this live. He goes by Nonstop King. He's been amazing to me, and he's just been helping me with everything. But there's some things that he doesn't know about me too, as well as my mental health goes. And not only did I lose someone to gunshots a couple days ago, I was on the verge of getting hospitalized because I thought I was having complications from my last womb carrier. I'm gonna say that. I don't want to call it an abortion or a miscarriage, but that was what it was. I was almost hospitalized, and I didn't tell anyone because I was just like, I'm going to Delaware. I told y'all that I said I was going to Delaware, but I wasn't in Delaware. I was in Jefferson University getting procedures done. Till this day, the one person doesn't even know what the hell happened. There's a possibility I might not even be able to have kids, like, ever. So I don't even think I'll ever be able to have kids, and that was the one dream that I wanted. Although I'm extremely upset about that, there's always other chances. So, and I'm so young, you know, that's crazy that I'm so young, and I've been through so much more than any person my age should never have to deal with. And the reason I'm telling you this once again is because, like, life is precious, babes. Like, y'all got to appreciate what you got before it's gone. And my cat is staring me down right now. This girl. But yeah, I just want to say I'm grateful for every person in my life who has been here for me through it all. I've not been happy. I'm telling y'all I'm okay, but truthfully, I'm not okay. Half the time I'm drugged up. So it's hard for me to remember when I'm not off of it. And I've been struggling with who I am right now. My identity is long gone mistaken to be not here. And I don't want others to go through what I'm going through because it's not fair. It's not fun. It's not okay. And I never wish death or anything like that on anyone else. And those who are not in my life currently, whether you're because you're blocked or I fought you before or whatever, you're not missed. I want to say thank you for being a part of that journey that I've gone through. You're not missed because you can break someone down once, but you can't do it again. So, yeah. And I've been trying to keep my mind off a lot of things. The one person I truly, truly loved before the person that I'm with now, I hate myself because I allowed them to break me down. And we were on and off for, y'all can't believe we were on and off for 5 years. Like, in between those times of me being raped and whatever, I was with that person. And they never knew. Ever. Till now. And it's crazy to me. So, that's just a little story time. But the lesson behind these stories is appreciate life and take it one day at a time. And every obstacle you're going through, you're going to face it. It's not permanent. Trust me, it's not permanent. But be careful of the people that you let in your life. Because those will be the ones to break and become a part of the story that you don't want them to be a part of. So be careful who you put in your life.